Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Rune-keeper. Let's have a little talk with Avar here and see if he has anything for us.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
Some of our finest dwarves are gone. Orkwatch was once a warmer place, but the day has come and gone when our old friends called this place home. It was a sad day when they parted for riches and fame in deeper parts of the Redhorn Lodes. You should lament with my fellow dwarves here, who may have more words to say on the matter. I need to get back to my ale. Okay, fine. Whatever.
It is said that Durin's bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
Indeed, it feels empty here without them. Our friends set out for untold riches, but I have my doubts there is much left with all the orcs scurrying about down below, not to mention the Greybeard. Ingefast hinted to me before they left that he believed the fellowship would part ways somewhere along the way. Ingefast wanted to stick together with all the dangers they might face down there. Some were intent on heading to the southern caverns, where Ingefast and Rar were interested in the rich ore found around the old mining tracts. Okay, so I need to speak with Osar in Orkwatch. He's down here. So my main purpose here is to get the barrels of black powder, since that's why I came here, but I thought this would be a good time to do some questing in the Redhorn Lodes also, since this is the only part of the epic that I think that sends us into this area.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
Roar! Couldn't stop talking about the adventurers he and his fellow dwarves would see down in the Redhorn Lode. He is a miner at heart, and he stayed here in Orkwatch for too long. His heart ached for the ore he knew was out there. If you see my dear old friend, please send my greetings. So I need to speak to Isolf in Orkwatch. He's singing all over the place. Speak with him, speak with him, speak with him, speak with him. Speak with everybody.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
Our old friends have departed and will be missed, but I do worry about them. They left with an ill goat who was struggling to pull their supply wagon. I think their goat may have left a mess along the road behind them. Could you follow the road down the Redhorn Cavern floor and make sure that the doors made it all right? Please, take this shovel and help clear the road of the mess. You have got to be kidding. Oh, you have got really to be kidding. Goat droppings. That's right. Hero of Eriador, savior of Mill-earth, skirmisher extraordinaire. It's my job to pick up goat droppings. Right. Yes, I have fought many an orc, many a goblin. Remove them from the mines of Moria. Helped in finding the way of smiths. Helped to do the advancements that brought the dwarves to better and better victories. Yes, and now I'm given goat droppings. Alright. You've got one sick goat there.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
Whoa! You smell ripe! Oh, did you clean up the road behind us? The goat pulling our wagon down from Orkwatch didn't seem too well. Thank you for clearing up the mess, but please, quickly, take it over to the pile near the goat. You're looking a little green from the smell, if I And I might join you soon. Ugh. Right. Okay. I don't want to get any closer to that pile. You realize that. Alright. Fine. What is it you want?
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
Other than our goat not feeling well, we've run into a lot of orcs who are in the way of the ore we came down for. We didn't make it a night before the fellowship out of the Orc Watch parted ways. Cooley and Alti with him to search for the southern cavern for treasure and ore, and Knack went with Kathleen and headed east, down through the orcs. I worry about these two. I hope they make it wherever they were headed. My reward is petrified orc droppings. You have got to be kidding. Oh. And I'm supposed to put this into my pocket.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
Right. Oh, well, there are some sacrifices you do in order to get better stats, I guess. Actually, first let me put that there. Then I'll click on that, accept that, accept that, accept that. Yeah. Alright. And as soon as I find a shop, right, there are no shops down here. As soon as I find a shop, I can sell that off. Good. Yeah, legendary level up, yippity-yi-yo. And now what do we have here?
Balin still lives.
I'm glad our friends at the Orc Watch sent you to check us out. We didn't heed the warnings of trouble down here, and they were right. You came just in time. We have always had trouble with the Moria orcs lurking in dark passages, but the White Hand orcs just march in and take what they want. Moria orcs once claimed most of the Redhorn lodes, but they let their guard down, and recently the White Hand stormed in and seized control of most of their territory. It's mayhem out there over our precious ore. You should join the fray, and while they're distracted fighting each other, we will have an opportunity to weaken them both. It's time to strike while the iron is hot. And you can do a couple more requests for us at the same time.
We can only hope that Durin's Bane sleeps deeply.
I was out scouting the movements of the orcs, and I overheard a pair of White Hand archers that wandered by. They didn't see me, and I was able to eavesdrop on their conversation. They mentioned that a White Hand raiding party assaulted the Moria orcs. They fended it off, but took many losses. It sounds like the White Hand is gaining control of the Red Horn. It would bode ill for all of Moria if they control of the resources here. Rune-keeper. The only chance we have is to maintain their struggle, while we work to weaken them both. I suggest that you begin by making sure that the White Hand raiding party cease their assault. Look for White Hand raiding parties between the two tribes of the orc encampments. Okay. Now what about you?
Hear me out, friend, for I have a tale of glory to tell.
Those blasted orcs are stealing our ore. It's intolerable to see them stealing what should be ours. Dwarves found and built this mine first. I wonder what they're finding in the veins they're tapped into. It's one thing if they're smelting forms of iron or steel, but another entirely if they manage to find mithril. Snatch ore from the dead orc fingers. It would be best to obtain ore from both tribes of the orcs to see what they've found. Alright. So, it's given us quite a bit to do. Well, at least it's not picking up more goat droppings. Alright, now. See what we can do here. And what I mainly came here for, of course, are these barrels of black powder. I forgot why I'm picking up this black powder, because I don't recall I'm actually using it for anything, so I presume that the... Oh. Did I miss one back there? I guess I could read the quest text. I mean, never hurts. Guard Junction. Rory asked you to investigate the guarded junction along the eastern road and to collect barrels of black powder from the White Hand encampment of Sconsa, so you will become familiar with it. Alright. Familiar with the camp or familiar with the black powder? I can tell you one thing I'm familiar with the black powder. You put fire next to it, it goes boom. Is that familiar enough? Alright, well, that's the way to the Way of Smiths. Well, we need to go this way. Now, I really don't want to get entangled into anything too messy or complicated, and the reason for that... Oh, I guess I go this way. The reason I don't want to get too deep into here, because this is supposed to be the last episode before the 14.2 update, and I certainly don't want to be enmeshed in the middle of an army of orcs when an update is happening. Alright, let's see. This looks like a place where we can find a few of these. Alright. Now, this place has a few orcs in there, but it's mainly these crazy deep claws. They're nice, solid deep claws, as opposed to liquid ones, I guess. Now, could you imagine a liquid deep claw? Okay, I will assume that you're using the word solid figuratively. Okay. As in strong and well built, as opposed to meaning a state of matter. Yeah, I guess that would be reasonable. Alright, still got a few more here. We will also find a few spiders down here. So the plan here is to clear this area of barrels. Now there will be a few more where the orcs I'll be going after will be. So at least I take care of these. That'll be one set less I have to worry about when I go into the deeper ones after the update. Well, that casket makes it tougher. Since it's harder to find the black barrels when black powder, and some of them are linked together, so that if you pick up enough from one area, then the rest of the area also are noted as having been picked up. So you will find a couple that you were sure you did not pick up, but are... Oh, there's one more there, and that will be it for this region. You're sure you hadn't picked it up, but it'll say you picked it up, and it's already been done with, because, as I said, some of them are linked together. That way you don't pick them all up in one area. Alright, that's one white hand orc down. And that's, ooh, red horn loads also. You know, I have a feeling that I've always picked up all of those things, all those pieces, before I've gotten to the red horn loads. Therefore, I've never confirmed or determined if you could pick them up here, but obviously you can. So that's something good to know for the future. That I don't have to worry about running that episode of the school library. I'm not school library. Oh, sorry, that's an instance that's... Well, that's an Irregian, so I guess small fellowship instance. School and the library. And you can... Let's see, oh yes, the training hall is, of course, what I meant there, because that's where the orcs do all their training, and which I did in the last episode. But it looks like that was an unnecessary precaution for me to take, since I could have just come down here and done what I could, and if I still had a few left, then I could have done the training hall. But that's something to know for the future. But alright, I'll take out this archer. And let's see how far we got. See if I'm standing anywhere near any of those barrels. If I am, I'll take care of the barrels. Otherwise, I'm going to head back for camp and... Well, I just couldn't resist taking out that archer. Yeah, it doesn't look like there are any barrels here. What is that thing that's glowing up there, though? Because I have to know what's glowing there. It's just... Oh, is that a barrel? I guess that might be a barrel, then. Well, then, I am just going to have to go and grab it. Oh no, that is... Looks like some sort of papers. Oh, come on! Sheesh. Throws up a totem, then starts healing himself. I mean, really? How rude. Alright, let's take care of this warrior and let's pick up that paper. That way I don't have to come back here again later. And tribe report. Scout report. Find the Moria tribe report. Find the White Hand tribe report. Alright, so apparently there are 2 tribe reports. And, oh well. So we'll accept that. The trouble with this area is that you're going to run into so many opponents here that, or so many quests here that you don't all fit in the quest tracker. Alright, I think that's a good place to stop. So I'm going to return to the base. Of course, I always forget where the base is. Well, wherever the base is, I shall return there. And next time, we will head out closer into the direction of the remaining barrels, since I have 2 more barrels to go, which are way down here. And also to kill a few more orcs, and I think finding a couple more orcs will be easy enough. Find the other report, find some ore, get some black powder, everything that I need, then I can save the red horn loads and bring back the information for the best plan to attack. But that's all in our next episode, which will be after 4.2 of Pineleaf Plays, the Rune-keeper.